So in this video, we're going to talk about the difference between arrays, which is the data structure that we've been discussing through this lesson, and a term that I've been using, but actually encompasses a much larger set of items called collections. So in C#, we can use arrays to create simple types, which we've seen as like integers, and we can use them to create object types. So we can have arrays of class types that we have created in our code. Collections can also be made of simple types and object types. However, one of the primary differences is that arrays are a fixed size. So what this means versus a collection, which is a dynamic size, is that if I know what size my array is going to be, and I don't think that I'm ever going to have to change that. So if my array is 100 positions, I'm going to use all 100 positions and I'm never going to need any more or less than 100 positions, then an array is a great choice. But a collection allows us to dynamically size it. So sometimes I need 50 items, and sometimes I need 100, and sometimes I need 200. And a collection with its dynamic sizing is going to allow me to change that, whereas an array being a fixed size is not. Collections encompasses a large variety of .NET Framework classes, interfaces, structures, and special collections that all handle holding our data and allowing us to work with it in a different fashion. So these are things like lists, queues, which we've talked about previously when we looked at how the method call stack works. We talked about stacks. Dictionaries. So this makes the collections object type much more useful to us than our basic arrays. Going back to our different sizing type, we do have to declare how many positions we want in the array when we are first declaring it. So we have to know the number of positions. Whereas with a collection, the number of positions can be unknown. We don't have to declare this at the time that we create a collection. So when you are building applications or just trying to make your C# applications work better, it's a good idea to evaluate whether or not an array or one of these specific types of collections, and there are several more than I've talked about here, would be the best solution for your problem. Since there are many of these built-in collection types in the .NET framework, it's important to go through the MSDN documentation and review each type and what its purpose is and some of the special features that may lend themselves to you having to write less code to support an array.